morning everyone. So I'm in Bugsy's stable to start today's video, and today we are going to be filming my boyfriend tacks up and rides with me. So he's obviously going to be on little Bugsy over here, who's being very affectionate today. I think he might be trying to tell me that he does not want Lee to ride him. Lee does ride him, no escaping. Lee does ride him quite a bit. Yes, he does, doesn't he? And Lee knows how to rise and trot, so I'm going to be really interested to see, especially how he puts the bridle on today. That's Teddy demanding attention. Ted! Naughty! Yeah, I'm really interested to see how he puts the bridle on, especially. I think he'll be fine with the saddle. These are my predictions. Fine with the saddle. Bridle will be interesting, especially the buckles and where they all go, noseband specifically. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one. Right now he's getting into his riding stuff because that was a little present I got him a little while ago. So I'm very excited and I hope you all are. Ted's getting impatient. Bugsy's probably getting impatient. You're probably getting impatient. So let's just get right into it. So here we have Lee in his riding outfit. You've got, what have you got? Boots, chaps, jodhpurs, my Irish jacket, which is unisex and it fits you.
Badly.
So what are you going to do first?
I don't know.
What are you going to do first? Where are you going to go? What are you going to get?
Home.
No, you've got to get your pony.
Yeah, he's over there.
You've got to get him with a head collar. His is hanging up inside. Now Lee has actually done quite a lot with the horses, so he does know how to put a head collar on. So this bit won't be as entertaining as some other bits. Bugsy is used to Lee's antics as well. He has been a perfect beginner's horse. He's taught Lee how to ride. We have not cracked cantering yet, have we? But we will get there. You've cantered, you've just not. We're not going to be cantering today. Definitely not. I know. What do you do next with your pony? When you get them out and you want to go for a ride?
Quick brush.
Yeah, give him a nice little brush. Get the grooming kit out. And while you do that, I'm going to actually tie him properly. Because this is not a very good enough. Lee tacking up is not my favourite thing to watch, I will admit. He kind of... He's not an equestrian. He does things very differently to me. He'll look for shortcuts for things. He got one brush out to brush Bugsy. Are you going to get the whole grooming kit or just a brush?
The brush.
Right, okay, get the grooming kit. Pick that up off me because I have done that a few times. I will just give Bugsy a quick brush over and a hoof pick if I have brushed him that day before. So I think some of this is my fault, but he came out of the tack room with just a brush, and that was when I thought maybe I haven't taught him as well as I thought I had. If Lee was a proper equestrian, he would be quite a he wouldn't try very hard. I think he'd just go for a ride every so often and not actually do much with his pony. Right, there's your grooming kit.
Talk to me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting glass after glass. I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found, 'cause I've given in to.
Look at all this mud you've missed. With your magic brush, your magic brush should get that. Oh, bug. I know. So anyway, everything's fine. He's doing good. He's very good at brushing Bugsy. He's really getting all that dust off. He didn't do the wee stains or the other stains, but that's okay. His first time grooming him all by himself, so we'll let him off for that. And then it's time for the saddle pad. Now the saddle pad was stressful to watch. It was very stressful to watch. You're off to a good start. You do know how to put a saddle on though. Have you ever put a saddle on before by yourself?
Not by myself, no.
No, you've not, have you?
No, I don't know how to position it properly. So.
I'm not positioning it for you, it's just... Where do you think it goes? Look at the shape of it. He gets this saddle pad, he puts it on Bugsy. Good. Nice start. He puts it quite far back, but that wasn't even the worst of it. He grabs this saddle pad, puts it where it's supposed to go, with a little bit of guidance from me, and then he starts trying to pull it over the withers, and in my head I was just, it created a new pet peeve for me, which is definitely something, and it was painful to watch. This process was painful to watch. He grabs the saddle, and at this point all I can think of is that I did not teach him about wither relief or wither pressure, because he is convinced in his little mind that this front saddle pad part, the pommel area, is supposed to lie on Bugsy's back. So he is spending some time just trying to make it work, and it's just not supposed to work. And I was hinting at him because it was really annoying me. I was like, not what I was thinking of. He's putting the D-rings through. I was like, oh, that's great, Lee, but it's not what I was thinking of.
You just stuff your hand. You do something, but I don't know what you do.
Doesn't look right. Does something not look right? No, not those. No. Fine. Anyway, he puts the saddle in the wrong place. God, how long does it take to buckle? Bugsy does have some weight issues. He's definitely not overweight by any means, but he is definitely also not the shape he was in summer. He's had a new saddle as well, which is a little bit higher up, so his girth does not fit him very well anymore. He does need a new one, but for now it works for him. So Lee really struggled with this, but I let him off because having a pony that blows out does not fit his girth very well, and just all of that, I took over from there. But we'll let him off for that, it's fine. It happens to the best of us. I thought you'd actually be able to put this saddle on alright. Right. Go on then. Anyway, he puts the saddle in the wrong place. So I gave him a little hint. I was like, are you sure? Do you remember what I taught you? Do you remember when I showed you this? Showing you how you know when it's in the right place?
A year ago.
How do you know when it's in the right place?
I don't know.
Just do that and you might remember. You feel his bone,
That's a bit low.
his shoulder there. Where's his saddle compared to his shoulder? He did actually get that, which is, it's good. So anyway, I kind of refrained from telling him about the wither and the wither pressure. I thought maybe I'll just redo his saddle after we finish this very painful process. But lo and behold, when he is putting the saddle back into place, he accidentally, this is completely by accident and he admits to this later, he picks up the front of the saddle pad and adjusts it so that it's actually sitting right, so there's no wither pressure. So I gave him that point, but that was an accident. He kind of adjusted it just right. He picked it up the saddle pad first and just pulled it into the right place. It's now time for the main event. It's bridal time. I'll then hand over the bridle to Lee. This was something else. I am so lucky Bugsy is such a saint of a horse, because he picks up this bridle and he stands in front of Bugsy and he starts putting it on. You can see Bugsy thinking, what is he doing? But he goes along with it and I'm just praising him. I'm like, good boy Bugsy, you're such a good boy. Bugsy eventually takes the bit and Lee flips his ears in, everything's all well and good, and then it's the buckles. Make him a bit comfier.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's on.
So
Do you up your buckles now?
where does this one go? Oh, on this one, that'd be. I guess on this one.
Gets the throat lash. He gets that really well. And for the noseband. Now, I should have really adjusted the noseband so it was on the outside, just to see if he knew that it needed to be on the inside of the cheek pieces. But I didn't think of that when he put it on, so he did have that pretty easy. But the buckle was confusing. As predicted, my predictions were correct, which I'm quite pleased with myself for. Is that it?
I personally think it goes on this one.
Right, let's undo him. Look at that. Oh god, look at what his beard has.
I want you to use the bowl.
Okay, it is a bit stiff, that's why I need to clean it later. With my predictions, I didn't get the saddle right. I thought he'd have no problem with the saddle. Little did I know that he'd never actually put one on himself, by himself. Normally I'm there. I'm a little control freak with things like this. I will watch him do everything and I'll be like, no, let me take over, and I'll just take over and do it for him. But this is a very good learning curve for him, so he now knows, hopefully, fingers crossed, how to put a saddle on. The saddle is in a good place. This number needs to be up here like this, which is good. I did help you with that, and I think you did that by accident, just pulling it up. Yeah. The girth and saddle were actually in a really good place. I did help you with that though. That is nice for him though. It is supposed to sit behind his shoulder. Bridle is good. You put it on quite an unconventional way. So there was a few things that needed adjusting, but overall it was pretty good. It was a good effort. He'd done the buckles, he'd eventually done the noseband. Cheek piece was a little bit loose. He did do that up a bit more. If you're in pony club, I would say there's still mud on his face.
It's his vibe, it's camouflage.
It's not very drastic. He's got some mud on, and his wee stains, so you have to rub those off. But my predictions, I expected him to struggle more with the bridle. I expected a little bit more struggle with that. The saddle was actually the hardest part for him, I think, which really surprised me, because I feel like every equestrian thinks the bridle is the hardest part. I mean, maybe I should make him take one apart and put it back together. Maybe that would be interesting. But he did struggle a bit with buckles, predicted that right. Saddle, I was wrong, he struggled with that quite a lot. Bridle, I predicted he'd struggle with that most, but he didn't, so I was wrong with that. But overall, a pretty good effort, I think. Okay, so while Lee adjusts that throat lash, I'm going to get Reggie out because Reggie is coming with us. Lee is not tacking Reggie up, I'm tacking Reggie up. And we're going to go for a nice ride with friends, but I'm going to put the GoPro on Lee, so that'll be really fun.
I look out across the water, I smell the salt and feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind. From Leapers Fork to Watertown, and maybe Johnson City or Memphis bound. No matter where I go, no matter what I see, I still hear the calling of Tennessee. And who we to know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, and I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
Hi everyone, so me and Lee have just finished our ride and we are now in the car. Lee's driving, obviously. We are on our way to our local tack shop. We're going to get a few things, I'm not sure what. We're just going for a browse really, but we probably will come out with some things. So yeah, and I think we're going to browse the country store as well, because there is a really nice country store attached to it, which is nice. But we will catch up with you when we are there. Bugsy's got that one. Reggie's got that one. I don't know. Pink. Someone's got. No, Bugsy's got that one. Not that one. Has he? I like the red one. I really want a leather head collar, but the last one Bugsy went for it.
Did only no head colour.
Look at all this hat. So we have been shopping. When I said we were only going for brows, we ended up going to Tesco's and the horsey shop. We got some snacks for later. Sorry, too sweet. And some pig mix. We got some horsey things which I'll show you when I'm home. Nate is just filling up his petrol at Tesco's. But yeah. So from the tack shop I got some shampoo, Reggie a new rug because he has been using Bugsy's rug recently, which isn't the best because Bugsy does not have a cooling rug. We got some tack cleaner as well, as you can see in the video, that is much needed, and a beard clipper for Bugsy. But before this video ends, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for watching. Thank you for watching up until this point if you have. Today is a longer video, but there was a lot to fit into it, and I really hope you enjoyed watching Lee tack up and ride Bugsy. He definitely did better than I thought, and I think he'll be tacking up his own pony from now on. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!